Hi, Rajesh.
Hey,
Thank you for agreeing to share the testimonial for the Leading with Presence Cohort. If you could share what's your background, what do you do, and what motivated you to sign up for this cohort?
it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me. And my background, I am by profession sales and business development, and as well as I've been practicing coaching as well for the last 6, 8 months. What really drove me to this is part of my inner work, especially when I was kind of looking for something where I can rely upon with an authenticity. One thing, other thing is in terms of easiness, in terms of following up. While there are so many things that are available in the world, so that's where I saw this program and I was glued on because something tells that it's about not just managing or not just working on an inner mastery as well as managing presence and balancing the most competitive world. So that's something is really drove me to this program. I'm glad that I did that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, it's 11-week program, and each week we focused on one practice and practices for reflection and inner mastery and practices for holding space for yourself and the clients. What have been your key takeaways from this program?
So it's 11 weeks, so that I didn't even realize it just went by.
Yeah,
He
true.
was so much into that program, and in fact, never missed. Even in when I was in travel in between,
Yeah.
I wanted to be part of it, but made sure that went through this recording and immediately I shared my thoughts. So that's the program. If you ask me among the three things, like every session, I can't say this is something good and this is something is okay. Everything is like exciting, whether it is knowing the meaning for name and
Mhm.
seeing it's really fun and very entertaining session. And then the whatever the exercise that we do, whether it's a creative writing, I think I can't say this is something is good bad. I have this in my docket for a good reference always to go back. Yeah.
Wow, amazing. And one of the things I thought of this program is so that a lot of leaders really struggle with sustaining practices. And habits are at the core of everything. If you take up a practice and you sustain a practice, you can get the fruits of it. So, which few practices have you sustained from this journey?
Yeah, so as you rightly said, sustaining the habit is something challenging. I would always recommend stacking the habit. It's something that really worked for me. So whether it is a rhythm of morning feeling connected to the divine and balancing between the material world and the divine world and having a boundary and reaching out to the world to serve and coming back to myself. That's something I stacked over and above my morning. First thing when I wake up, I just see the sun and I express my gratitude. That's something, it's really powerful to start the day because you feel so fulfilled and you're so confident, and that's one thing. Second thing is about I write journal, but with the learning I was able to make it more creative, and so that's something is like the guided journaling. Even
Mm.
whenever I feel something that I struck, I don't even think. I just take a paper and just write whatever it comes to my mind for 7, 10 minutes. That makes a lot of difference. Even if not that moment, but immediately after some time, I feel there is a shift in it.
Mm.
Yeah. So
Thank
these are
you.
the practices
That's
I
you,
sustain.
Rajesh. That's you who sustains everything you learn. Lovely.
Thank you so
So,
much.
whom would you recommend this for? There's a new cohort. The upcoming cohort starts on the 24th of August. Who would you recommend this to attend?
I would recommend this anyone who wants to do get into an inner mastery is something that I want. So you can't say who needs it. Everyone needs it is what my point. So, but especially somebody is keen in doing that inner work is something that I would recommend. Apart from that, any leaders who work with people, it's important to have the presence and have the balance. So I would recommend for every leader, whether you manage 2 people or 200 people, you as a leader, it would be really helpful when you operate from the presence. And of course, for coaches, because they need to hold space for others, and this is a mandatory. So I think this is really helpful. No, I could see the difference between before program and after program, the way I show up my presence to the clients. That's something is amazing. So I would recommend for coaches, and as well as it gives you 20 CCU. So that will also help.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I know coaches come in starting with excitement about the 20 CCUs, and after the first session, they forget about it because you're into it.
Correct.
Yeah. Thank
And
you.
other thing is like, sorry, before that, even in the coaches, no, the coaches who start the journey, probably ACC and somewhere they start. And while they kind of go through the competencies, uh, it is very important to inculcate these practices and become that coach. I think this is an excellent supplement which can give you for if you're starting your coaching journey.
Yeah, that's very true, actually. This adds value to how you listen and how you coach.
Yeah, it will actually shift the way you. It's not about a doing coaching; it's about a being coach.
Yeah.
So that shift it can happen when you master yourself with a and with a presence. I think this program definitely helps.
Lovely. You're giving me so many post ideas, Rajesh, which I hadn't thought of. Thank you.
It comes from within. What I experience, I share it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the authentic you. Thank you. Thank you
Thank,
very much. And wishing you all the best in all your endeavors.
thank you so much. Thanks for having me again.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.